afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. What about you?
I'm also pretty fine. Thank you for connecting with me. Okay,
So,
so we are meeting first time. So first of all, please introduce yourself.
okay. So, my name is Neha and I'm originally from MP and I've been living in Gujarat with my husband as my husband is working here and I'm blessed with one daughter. I have done my graduation from IT and I used to teach in a college. I was an assistant professor and now I am full-time homemaker and my hobbies are cooking and listening music, watching TV, and nowadays I love to watch English conversational videos, English podcast, and sometimes reading. That's all about me.
Oh wow, amazing introduction, and I'm glad to hear about you. And I'm today I have got chance to meet with a professor, so I think it's my lucky day. Yeah, that's very good. Definitely, I will learn a lot of things from you. Okay, dear. So you want to know about me, or you know about me?
Could you please introduce a little about?
Okay, sure, definitely. So thank you, dear, for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. I'm Anjana and I'm connecting to you from UP, District Farrukhabad. I'm originally from Kanpur and I completed my post-graduation from Kanpur University. And I am running a YouTube channel nowadays where I upload some conversational videos. I love teaching, listening to music. Apart from that, I believe in hard work and consistency, and I'm very amiable person. That's it.
Oh, so you are such an inspiration for all of us. Like you are so hardworking and consistent in your work. So it is good to hear about you. So,
Okay.
ma'am, could you please tell me that how did you start your journey towards learning English, and what idea comes in your mind that why it is necessary to learn English?
Hmm. Okay, so good question you have asked. First of all, I would like to tell you that most of the time I have given answer of these questions because every new, I mean, stranger, whenever they connect with me, they love to know about my journey, that why I'm here, why I'm learning English, why I started my YouTube journey. Yeah, okay, sure. So I would like love to give you answer. So yes, dear, as you know that nowadays English is very important. Yeah, we all know. Even if you don't, if you want to do job, then it's good. And if you don't want to do job, that's it's really very important for your kids also. Like we are homemaker, yeah. So I always think that if we didn't get environment when we were little, but we can provide environment, yeah, because now we have social media, we have YouTube, we have all the things, because earlier we didn't have all these things. We were depend on only teachers and spoken classes for learning this language. So I think we should change our mentality nowadays. Like we should never think that yes, if we have all the friends, we have environment, only then we can learn this language. That's why I always share on my YouTube channel that don't have environment, just create environment. Okay, because it's possible because of social media. It's possible nowadays. And if we didn't get environment, so we can provide environment for our kids, because when they will grown up, they will not complain to anybody that I didn't get environment, so I don't know English. Yeah, because day by day I have seen that craze of English is really increasing, because it's a professional language. If you want to join any school or any private job, if you want to get, so they give priority to English because it's a global language. Yeah, if we don't know English, we can survive, we can go anywhere, we can do anything. But if you want to do job, then English is must. That's why it's the necessity nowadays for each and everyone. And if I talk about myself, that why I'm here and why I'm learning, so since my childhood I was very passionate to learn English. but that time I didn't have idea that what to do, how to learn. And I belong to rural area. Like my parents' house is in rural area, and there I did not get any spoken classes when I was in college. Even when I completed my post graduation, I used to go by train, Kanpur. So then I completed my post graduation, and yes, when and 9 months ago, to be very honest, I would like to tell you that 9 months ago, I didn't know that on YouTube there are so many conversational videos and podcasts, and after listening English, after practicing, we can speak. I didn't know anything, and I used to pass my time like watching so many serials, movies, songs. I used to do like this. Yes, even I wanted to learn English, but I didn't have idea that what to do. So just one day randomly some conversational videos I came across with some conversational videos, and I found there are so many channels, and people are practicing, they are learner, they are learning, this is how they are practicing and they are learning English. So I just changed my thought. I started believing myself that if they are speaking, so I'm not an alien that I can't learn. I am also a human being. I can also learn if I would pass time, if I would give time. Yeah, so I'm learner. I am learner. I'm also learning and I'm practicing. That's why I'm here.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, actually, I'm. May I know that what is your profession? That are you a homemaker or YouTuber? And apart from this, do you do any job like?
Hmm. Before COVID, I used to go in a school for teaching. Actually, I started my teaching journey when I was completing my graduation, because I was fond of teaching. Since my childhood, I wanted to be a teacher. So I started very early. And yes, after getting married, I got husband who is also a teacher. That's why I got environment and I got opportunity to go outside with him. And after COVID period, I had some personal issues. That's why I had to quit my job. So I started teaching in my home, but nowadays I go in my on coaching center. Actually, my husband runs an coaching center, a coaching center. So I go there and I support him. Yeah. So in the
So
evening I
what? So what subject do you teach there?
English is my favorite subject. I'm from art,
Okay.
like art student. I'm art student, so English is my favorite, and I teach English. Yeah,
And which standards students are there? Up to which standards?
yeah. 1 to 9th standard I handle. 1 to 9th.
Okay.
Hmm. So
So,
I have
ma'am, so
quite academic education. Like I have to teach in English language, literature. Yeah.
mm, so that you have been teaching since a long time. So, and English is
Yes.
your favorite subject. So maybe
Yes.
you have a good command over grammar
Hmm.
as well. Like
Yeah.
how grammar is important in speaking this language.
Yeah, most of the time people say that grammar is not important and only learn speak. So I always think that, if you are surrounded with English environment, yeah, then grammar is not important, because you are listening English every time and you can learn while listening. Like as we learn mother tongue, we don't learn grammar or writing, reading. We don't do. We only listen and we just repeat and we are able to speak. But if you don't have environment, so it's our priority that we need some structures, we need some words and some structure, like how can we translate in other language and we can just speak. That's why grammar is important. And whole grammar is not important. Like, we teach student, like this is part of speech, learn definition of all noun and gerund and all these things. So these things are not important. Only the importance, grammar is important, like basic grammar. How can you form sentences like present, past, future sentences, some advanced sentences, and model type of sentences that are important for communicating. So basic grammar is important, not whole grammar is important. Because if you know basic grammar, so you can speak correct English. Yours, you can speak. You will. know accurate English, and you will understand the difference between present, past, and future. Because if you don't know correct English, you will mix all the sentences. So other learner can't understand you that you are speaking about past or present or future. So that's why little bit grammar is important.
Okay, but ma'am, as I have listened from many trainers that don't take English as a subject, just take English as a language. That it is a language. We make it hard. We sometimes we get stuck in grammar. Sometimes we feel like, oh, we have to learn all the rules of grammar. So after we realize, oh, it is not my cup of tea, because sometimes we get confused that we have to learn all the
Hmm.
grammar's rule. And but some of the trainers says that don't take it as a subject, just it is a language.
Hmm.
So as the more you speak, the more you will become fluent. So
Hmm.
yes, many YouTubers says no need to go in deep grammar, just you need to know about the basic rule, then you are ready to. And as much
Hmm.
as you talk with other people, then you will realize then where you have to use where which kind of verb, helping
Hmm.
verbs and all. So
Hmm.
I think this is this strategy I'm been following. Actually, I don't read much grammar, but
Hmm.
yes, I definitely we should know at least some basic grammar rules like
Yes.
prepositions, articles. We should know about it. Okay,
Yes.
so ma'am, how many kids do you have?
I have one kid. She is daughter, and she is 12 years old. She is in seventh
Oh,
standard. Hmm.
so so you okay? So ma'am, how would you teach her? Like, how would you teach her to speak in English? Because I also have a daughter, but she is also 1.5 year old now. But I want that she, when she grow up, then she
Hmm.
never face these kind of difficulties that we had faced in our life. So I just want to brought up speaking in English, so she never
Very
face
good.
any difficulties.
Yeah. Hmm.
So
Very good. You
how
have
do you
asked
teach?
very good question. You have asked a very good question. And to be very
Mm,
honest, I would like to tell you that I don't have much time. Even I don't teach my kid. She goes to in another coaching. You know, because in my in my neighborhood there is a girl, and she is a teacher. She is girl, she is teacher, so she teaches her. Even my daughter was little, from that time she has been teaching her for a long time. So yes, because I don't have time, I used to go in other school, and now I am teaching and other students. And most of the time people ask that you are teacher and you are sending your child any other place. You know what happened? I have seen whenever I used to teach my daughter with all other kids, so I never focused on my daughter. I don't know why,
mm,
but I always say that yes, just wait, I'm checking your work, just wait, I'm listening to you, and I am focusing on other kids. So it was my problem. So I thought that yes, I would not be able to focus on my child properly. That's why I don't care about her, and I send her at other coaching, and I feel free. And yes, if I talk about English environment, so I have English environment. Like my whole family members don't talk in English. They speak Hindi. Even they don't speak Hindi, accurate Hindi. They talk in local language. You can understand that in UP we
yes,
have
yes.
area language.
Right, right,
Area language.
right.
So they all talk like that. But I never talk with my daughter, because I think that mother impression impacts a lot, like how you
Right.
treat with your kid. I have seen many times people say that I don't have environment, all the members of my family talk like this, that's why my daughter is speaking like this. But when my daughter was little, I used to talk in a proper Hindi way, good Hindi. I never used my local language with her. So when she started speaking, so she never spoke like that, like local language. She didn't know, because I never talked with her. That's why. And when she was little, like I always used to use basic sentences like look upside, don't go there, sit down, um, keep quiet. Little sentences the children are able to understand. I used to
Right,
speak,
right.
and she was able to understand, and she was able to give reply. And now, like what I do, she is able to understand all the things. So whenever I listen English, I don't listen alone. I just connect my mobile with my Bluetooth, and the voice uh, echo in my whole room. So she is also able to understand, and I am also listening. So this is how I have created environment. And whenever I see reels and something, so I always, whenever my daughter sees, we always see, in English, because I don't want to waste my time, and I don't want to waste her time also. So whenever I always want to use my time in a productive way. So this is how I have created environment. And whenever I am free, I just talk to her in English, that what did you do in your school, who is your favorite friend, and how did you pass your time today, and what are you thinking, and tell me any story. So yes, she feels very comfortable while talking to me. So I do this.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. That you really the way of you teach your daughter is really appreciable. So
Yes,
much
yes.
appreciated.
Actually, I always want to inspire others homemakers also, because I think that don't depend on teachers. Then I have seen that there are so many homemakers and they have ability, like they can learn and they can teach their kids, but they think that it's only teacher's responsibility. They call that my daughter is not learning, my son is not learning. What are you doing? How are you teaching? So I think that teacher are doing their best, you know because they are taking fees, so they are doing their best. But somewhere we have also responsibility that our kids, what are we doing for our kids? So as much as time we spend with watching useless reels, we should focus on some new things, learn new things, provide to their kids, like how to treat children. And there are so many videos related to parenting, like how should parent care to their children, how should they treat them, how should they motivate them, how should they inspire them. There are a lot of things we can learn through social media. But I always have worried, I am an excuse for those all homemakers, that they are busy in watching reels and they are making fun and they are laughing, their children are laughing. So I think it's total useless of time. So I don't want to waste my time.
Okay. That's really great, ma'am, actually, because all are here busy right now in their schedule, but we have to get time for what we want.
Hmm.
If we really want to improve ourselves in any field, so we need to give
Yes,
we need to give it a time, and we need to be focused for to achieving our goal. So this is
yes.
really good, ma'am. But ma'am, I just want to know that as I am living in nuclear family, so sometimes what happens, I need to do all household chores as well as take care of my daughter, and she's very small, so I need to pay a lot of attention to her.
Hmm.
So sometimes it is not possible for me to read, write, and but whenever I get some free time, I just try to listen more and more.
Hmm.
I try to listen attentively. But what happens that I write most of the vocabularies, but whenever I converse with anyone, then I don't use those vocabularies. So I write those vocabularies, but I don't use it in a practical way. So
Yeah.
after sometimes I forget those vocabularies, and so ma'am, how if I only focus on listening and speaking, so will it be work to enhance my speaking skill?
Yeah, sure, definitely. And I don't know about others' opinions, but I believe in one thing, that as much as you listen English, you will be able to speak and you will have in your mind. Because whatever we learn, I have seen also, like when we were in college and school, we have learned a lot of words and lot of sentences, and we have forgotten all those sentences. Yeah, only we learned, and we give when we give exam. So till then we have in our mind. After that we forget. Yeah, with the passes of time we forget all the words. The words only we use daily. Those type of words we have in our mind. Yeah, and these are necessary for us. You know. So I think that why should we learn extra words that we don't use? Even in Hindi, there are so many different words and new words we don't know. Yeah. So in the same way, I think that don't focus on some new words, like whatever words you want to use in your daily life, and you need only focus on those words. Yeah. We can learn synonym of words because it looks impressive and effective English if you know some new words, like whatever we have to use, just learn the synonym of those words. Like we know improve, and we should use enhance also. In the same way, there are so many words we can learn, because if you will focus on some extra words, you will definitely forget if you will not use through your conversation. So listening is the very best way, because we have written a lot in our college time, in our school time, so our writing is good. Now we should focus on speaking and listening. So if your English is good, don't focus on other things. Only grab the new words and sentences through listening. Yeah. So that is good for you and me also, because I don't believe in now writing and reading, because I don't have time. Yeah. If you have time, so it's good for you. You can do. Yeah. Because I don't have time. So I can't read and write. I can listen. Like whenever I'm busy in kitchen or doing something, household chores, that time I listen attentively. And that time I listen the new words and new sentences I try to grab. And whenever I talk to somebody, I just want to use my new words. Yeah. So I do this. You can also do this if you like.
Yes, yes, sure. So, ma'am,
Okay.
when you started your YouTube channel and what is the purpose to start the YouTube channel?
It's very painful story when I started my YouTube channel, but you are asking, so I would love to tell you. You know what happened, that when it was COVID time, yeah, that time I gave birth a second child, and she was also a daughter. And when I gave birth, so doctor told me that she is not a normal baby, she was abnormal baby. She was like she has many holes in her heart. She has many holes. So yes, she was definitely very weak child, and she was not growing. And she 3 years, 3 years continuously, she was lying on the bed, and she was not able to eat. She was not able to speak, stand. 3 years continuously, she was lying on the bed, and I was thinking that time what to do. My life is finished now. I can't do anything. Where to go? What to do? I mean, my life was frustrated that time. So I was living like that, and so I was thinking that whatever limited knowledge I have, I'm just forgetting what to do. I can't go outside because of that abnormal baby. And that time I didn't know that how long she will live, because I don't know how long she will live. So one day I was just watching something in YouTube, and I thought that I can create a channel and I can teach there whatever knowledge I have. So just I can create a new channel, and I can share my knowledge, so I will feel good, and I will not feel bored. So this was my motto, that I started my YouTube channel. And when I started my YouTube channel, that time I was zero in speaking. I was able to teach, but I was not good at speaking because I never practiced. Yeah. So I was continuously uploading teaching videos, like how to form sentences, and because I knew all the things, grammar rules. So I was teaching that. When I started watching conversational videos, so that time I realized that what am I doing? I'm teaching English, but I'm not speaking. So I just started believing myself that I can also speak if I know all things. All things were in my mind, but because of lacking of practice, I didn't have idea that how to speak. So 8 months ago, I started my speaking journey, and I started uploading conversational videos. So yeah, that's how I'm doing. that I daily practice with learner and I upload conversational videos and I'm getting fluency day by day, I can say. Yeah.
So, ma'am, how would you differentiate video call and audio call? That what are most important that we should make video calls every day, or if we converse anyone on audio, so it will also be helpful for us.
Yeah, audio call is also helpful because you have to speak. You should practice. Yeah. So if you are speaking, so your practice is going on. So audio call is also good. But if you want confidence, if you want to make eye contact, so we can get through video call, because on audio call, we don't, if you are feeling good or not, I mean, you are doing something, you are looking here and there, it's okay, you can talk very free, we feel very free. But when it comes to video call, so we should be very confident, we should make eye contact. So that's why video call is important. We can get confidence through video call. Otherwise, audio call is good also because we are practicing.
Okay. So, ma'am, how do you do you realize that by running YouTube channel you have learned a lot, and if we will consistent in this, like that you are a YouTuber, so it is your duty to be consistent and to upload some content. So that's why that
Yeah.
you are also able to learn, and you are also providing some content to your viewers. So it is good. So I think by YouTube channel that consistency somewhere we can maintain consistency, right? So
This
I
is the
think
real reason. You
yes,
got my
yes.
point, and yes, you are saying right. This is the real reason that you are consistent if you are YouTuber. Because I know that if I would not be a YouTuber, I would not be consistent, because sometimes I have lot of work. Some guests come at my home, and if there is some occasion and celebration, so we think that just ignore it, just delay it. We will do later. Yeah. But if I have YouTube channel, so it's my consistency, and others also support me. Like my husband, they say that okay, you can manage. Yes, it's your duty. You have to do for your channel. That's why you can do.
Right, right.
Otherwise, if I don't have responsibility, so we delay. So I think that it's good for me that I'm consistent because of my YouTube, because I have some I mean, I'm anxious for my video conversation, that yes, I need conversation, I have to upload, viewers are waiting for me that yes, Anjana ma'am will upload video and we will listen. So yes, it makes us consistent also, so that's good for me and others also. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. That's all I want to know from you. So it will be really helpful that you told me about many things. So it will be really helpful
Sure.
for me.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And Neha, so I think that it's enough for today. We have talked a lot, and you are very jovial personality. So thank you for connecting with me. And today
Thank
you
you.
have asked so many questions to me, and I want to connect with you again, because in that video I will ask so many questions to you. I would
Oh,
like to know all the things. Okay.
sure, 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 sure.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
yeah. So one or
Okay, thank you.
2 days later, I will send you message and fix a time for
Sure,
me. Okay. Okay.
sure, sure, sure. Okay, okay. Thank you.
Bye bye. Be ready for meeting
Bye.
again. Bye. Have a nice
Thank
day.
you. Bye.